Hello guys, welcome back to another What If video. Today we're doing a brand new What If called What If Asta was Elaine's son. And I know all of you guys are wondering why I'm doing this. I've already done a What If Asta was Spawn and Elaine's son, but this will be a new one. I will continue that later on, but I needed to do this one. So I changed the title but it basically be the same, but it's different version. Because right now I'm out of content of what a good what if I should do, but I have something else planned, but it will take some time because I need to watch some other animes at first. I will come up with other stuff later on too. But let's dive right into it, shall we? So we began in the Fair King's forest. Unknowingly, we don't know how many years after several sins took care of the Demon King. But then, well, we're in the Fair King's forest, of course, as I said. As now we go to a scene where Elaine is and Barn is holding her hand. As now Elaine will give birth to a child. As when they're well, yes now. As now Asta would be born, but it will be twins too actually. It will be Asta and another kid, but we don't know the name of the kid because that kid won't be relevant for the story. But it will take some time before, some years. Asta's now 5 and his twin sibling is 5 too. Let's say it's his twin sister. They're 5 now. So now they would be exploring the Fair King's forest without their parents' permission, because they said that you can't just go around and adventuring like as they've caught them multiple times doing that. They can't just do that. You need to be with Asta, but Asta and his sister, let's call her Ellie. No, let's call her. Yeah, let's just call her Ellie for now. But Asta and Ellie wouldn't listen. They would still explore and having fun together. But then, one day when they were 5, us exploring, they would have found something that they shouldn't have found. They found demons that had betrayed Meliodas and Ellie. No, that had betrayed Meliodas and Celdris, the current Demon Kings. But then, as they was there, they saw Austin Ellie. Austin Ellie would just try to run away now, but the demons would have followed them, run after them, and it was high-ranking demons. There would be no red or grey demons. These were ranking demons, so like high-ranked demons, so they would have like a humanoid form, so they'd be able to easily run against them at the same speed almost. As Austin was a slightly bit faster. I should soon realize that and wait for Ellie just to catch up. As then, when they scream for help, the demons would attack them. As they would start to attack Ellie at first, but Austin would step in and say, "No!" As punch the demons, I would try to punch the demons. They'd be like, annoyed at first, but they said, "Oh, brother's gotta save her sister." So heroic, they said. Then asked Ellie, said, "Asta, no." As Asta now get thrown into a tree of the demon, said, "We don't need you. We're gonna kill your sister, then we'll kill you." Asta would say, no, you leave my sister alone. As he walks out of the tree now, to be like, what? As they saw a giant stick just pierce right through his heart. Of like, he should be dead, but then, or at least badly injured. Also now just said. Then he sees the pin like, what is this? He said, what? I should be dead now. He thinks, but in fact, he won't be dead, cause he has that type of personality, like magic. So he will have bonus abilities now. At first, it's the awakening, but he will only have that ability. He won't have bond snatch ability, so he'll only have the immortality. I'm telling you that now. So he will be more Elaine's son than Bon and Elaine's son. So now they would all see that Elaine was screaming, Asta! Then Asta just pulls it out. It's like, what the? As he now managed to pull it out, I'm like, wow. He thinks, how am I surviving this? It started to freak out a little bit. Then it was realized that they were going for Elaine now. Asta said, no, you leave her alone, he said. As he runs toward them, tries to punch them again, but it wouldn't really work. Then he said, leave my sister alone, he said. Now they would see wind raging around Asta. It was swirling around him. The world storming up like a tornado. Elaine and Bond would see this and wonder whose magic is it. Then it says that it's Asta's mana. And they say, but this other. Then Bond said, crap, it's demons, he said. They're here. But why? Why are they here in the Fair King's Forest? As he now sensed Ellie's too there, but then I sensed Asta's and Ellie's that they both heard. They'd be like, no, what are you doing? He said, why are they exploring? Oh, they shouldn't be doing this right now. They shouldn't even be there. Then Elaine said, guess there's no. We can talk with them about that later. Right now we need to get them and save them, right? Bonner said, of course. Can't let our kids get hurt. Like, how bad parents would we be then? As then rushes towards the place where they could sense Austin Ellie's mana. As while they're rushing, they would sense Asta's mana like skyrocketing, and to see the giant tornado too. As then demons would be from back of it, they'd be like, what the? As they would be a little bit scared. Then one of the demons would be a little bit scared. The other said, yes, what are you intimidated by this little kid's magic? I must say at the person, but being intimidated by it. Really? That's something child would do. Asta then just looks at them with new eyes as he would like, just told you to not hurt my sister. As they would see the eyes, and that was not the eyes of a normal kid. That was the eyes of a furious kid. As the wonder, then Asta would stand, but one demon would hold Ellie, and Asta would see her, but no. As now runs towards the demon, but then the other demon would just punch, like stand away, said, no, you're not. I said, let me. Then he said, just leave me alone, he said. Leave my sister alone. Leave her alone. He would start to say now, all the time, to like, what? Can't you stop repeating yourself already? You're getting quite annoying. Like, oh, you're the one that's annoying here, brat. Also said, leave my sister alone. Then the other team said, no, we came here to kill you all. But then we can start with your. As now Bon and Elaine said, Asta, Ellie. They will see Ellie there in the situation. They will see Asta just standing there. Asta doesn't know what to do. They would see the eyes of Asta and see that they're raged, pure rage and hatred towards the demons now in them. As when they then would see Bon and Elaine said, oh, So you're here too, huh? Very well. As now when they see that, they're like, crap, they should be here yet. That that must be that stupid Brad's magic that alerted them. Well, look, at least we can eliminate one target now, as the demon that held Elaine, Ellie, would just kill Ellie right there, punched right through her with his fist. Asta escaped. No! Asta rushes towards the demon now. Said, you will pay for that. The other demon was to be thrown back by his sheer force using his wind. Asta purely rushes towards him now. And says, you'll pay, you'll pay, you'll pay. As the demon black shocked now back. What the? Demon black, no. I can't be that easily defeated by him. So when the nose said, just leave me. Leave her. Leave. Now. Leave. Then I said. Then back. Oh, Cyril Asta said. Regret said, no, you won't leave now. I'm just gonna kill you all, he said. Asta punches right through the demon. Breaks, kills, destroys all the 7 hearts in one blow. Elaine and Bond would see this like, what? As Asta now looks at other demon. The demon is so scared now. As Asta will now look at the demon. As the demon was visibly shaking, he was scared like, how, you monster. No kid should be able to obtain this power. Asta looked at the demon now and said, you'll pay. Then Bond steps in and puts a hand on his shoulder and said, I'll take care of this. Oscar said, no. Then Bond said, I said I will do it, son. Elaine comes up to Asta. Asta will come to his senses now, and he rushes towards Ellie, picks her up, said, as she's dying breath, said, no, Asta said, no, Ellie. He said, no. So now she said, Asta, thanks for everything. As now she starts to glow, Asta like, no, Ellie, no. As Ellie says, I will always be with you, Asta. Asta like, Ellie, no. Then Asta, I wasn't fast enough. As now Elaine and Bond will see Ellie die, they will say, Ellie said, bye dad, bye mom. As then like, Ellie, no. As Bond will now get more rage, as look at the demon said, I will make you suffer, he said. As then Elaine Asta can't hold back the tears, he cries out loud and starts to scream. As his rage will not build up more, as he was about to rush towards the demon now. But his mother has told Elaine would just put a hand on his shoulder and said, no, Asta, that's enough, your dad's take care of this. Asta said, but Asta wouldn't listen at first. Then Elaine was tugged and said, Asta, please, I can't afford to lose another one. It's enough with Asta Black calmed down. Asta Black realized that his mother was in tears. He just hugged her again. Like, yes, mom. As Ellie was still glowing now, slowly disappearing, Asta think, what? As the glowing now would get absorbed into Asta, Asta like, what? As now he would start to change. As Bond now had killed the demon already after all the suffer, to see Asta start to changing, the glowing going towards Asta, to think like, what? What is this? Those look at Asta. Asta like, I don't know. As the glowing light started to go around Asta completely, they wouldn't see him at first. Figure, Asta, no, they said. Then we still could feel Asta's mother. Like, wait, what is this really? As now looked at Asta again, but then glowing they wouldn't be able to see Asta completely because the glowing. As when the glowing disappeared, they would see Asta. Instead of that grey hair he usually had, He'll now have yellow hair, and long at that too. He'll have Ellie's hairstyle, but still look like Asta. They think like, what? Those look at Asta. Also look at him too, surprised, like, what is... Then said, is this Ellie's? What? He said. Also see that, as now. Also like, but why? He said, as now to see Asta really complete with all the different heads. Like, wait, she merged with Asta? So also like, but why? As now Asta passes out. Instead of looking at us now, Asta passed out. As Elaine would say, Asta, no. But then Bond said he's fine. She'd be like, what? It's like, yes, he's just fine. I just feel it. She's like, oh, okay. Asta wakes up. He doesn't know how long he had been passed out. So now Elaine and Bond will walk into the room now. Daily, as they were just thinking, start talking to him. As then when he asked Asta, like, yeah? Asta would look at Asta like, wow. As Elaine would hug him, said, Asta, you're finally awake. Asta like, what? As then Bond said, hey, you slept for a long while. Asta like, why are you always so acting so weird around me, Dad? As then we remember Ellie, but start to cry now. Then remember how it looks like. This looks again at himself, like, no. As then he looks again, like, so it, no, I can't just look like her. As then looks in the mirror and says, like, wait, I do look like her. Why? Why though? So now Elaine and Bond would just look at him like, said, we don't know, but then they ask if, do you remember anything that happened? I was like, I only remember that she has, then he starts to cry again. Like that she is turned to light, he said. They said, yes. Then we said, tell also that the light got absorbed by you. Then asked, do you know what her last words said? He said, yes, they were, I'll always be with you. I still think like, do you think like how her soul could merge with him like that? Then they say, but never mind that, Asti, finally awake. I still be like, yeah, but then we'll really wait, how long have I been? The Bond would look at him and said, kid, you've been sleeping for 5 years. And I know this sounds unrealistic, but Asta will be sleeping, be in a coma for 5 years, really. Coma / sleeping, okay? So Asta will be like, wait, what? I've been that long sleepy? As then looks in the mirror and said, though I have been grown a little bit taller, he said. They'll be like, yes. As Asta will be like a head shorter than Elaine now. He's like, I'm just a head shorter than Mom now, he said. But then still sad about Ellie's death, all that they would see that troubled him. As they would have come over during these 5 years, but realized that it was still brand new for Asta. As now King and Diane would visit Asta as they heard that he woken up. They'd say, Diane was in a human phone, were on up to Asta and said, Asta, you're awake now. Asta looking back, Aunt? Elaine? As then Oslo would rush in and start licking him in the face. Oslo like, Oslo. As then they would see their troubled face in Asta. As they would look at Bond and Lynn said, yeah, he still haven't. Oslo like, what? They'll be like, Asta, we got to tell you something too. They say, what's up with? They would say that. Well, Asta. Well, it is like that. Your dad's not immortal anymore. Asta like, what? My dad's not what? Like, yes. He's not immortal. He lost it apparently. Asta like, wait. Then he said that, wait. I remember now, I got a stab right through his chest. By that demon. But he survived it. They were like, what? Asta like, yes. As then Bond said, hey, did then also wait, so I took Dad's immortality? The black then Bon and Elaine would look Bon and Elaine, Diana and King would look at each other like yes. As then also like said, oh then also thinks like no, I can't take that's Dad's. Also thinks about it said it's not mine, he said. The black that Bon said it's fine. Also said no, it's not, it's yours, I shouldn't have taken it for some weird reason, I got it. Then I said I can't take it, it's not mine. The black also it's really fun, said Bon. I'm okay with that. And at least I know you're safe no matter what. I said, but Dad, someone can just kill you now, you won't live for long. Bon said, I've lived long, as then Elaine said, look at Bon, like, yes. Then Bon said, then Elaine will look at Bon and whisper, what about Merlin? She can. Bon said, yeah, that's a possibility, said. Osberg said, what's up? They said, nothing, I'll talk. Osberg, come on, Mom, come on, Dad, why don't you tell me? Like, we'll tell you later, Asta. Osberg, come on, Mom, Dad, just tell me. The black, no, Asta, we won't. Osberg, okay, fine, he said. As then Asta said, but then Osberg was like, at least I will give you this now. As Asta no, Osberg said, look, at least I have to give it back to you, Dad. I don't care what you say. It's not mine. I don't want you to die when I'm still alive. I want you to live with me for a while. I don't know how long you will live, so I want you to live here now. And Bon said, as I said, it's Oswald that said, no, it's not. As Oswald started to glow. The black, what? As Bon started to glow too. I stood to see red, a red aura that reminded them of Bon's powers are surrounding Asta and transferring back to Bon. To see this, as Bon said, okay, what? But then he gets engulfed by it and back, what the? As now, Asta would have given back Bon's immortality to him. So Asta back, there you, then Asta like falls down on the ground back, really exhausted. Elaine said, what, Asta, you should, Bon said, you shouldn't have, kid. As now, as Bon would have just felt a little bit tired all of a sudden before. But no said, wait, I'm feeling younger now, he said. Like I'm as agile as I ever been before. Then like, as now Asta would be really still tired in Elaine's arms. Elaine said, what did you do, son? He'd be like, I don't know, he said. Then like, okay, you don't accept it. As now, King wants to fly to Asta. And be like, wow, Asta, so I heard you awakened your medic. I know this sort of asked, but do you mind showing me? King said. Must look at this said, you never acted like this, uncle, before. King would say, yeah, I know, I haven't. But I want to be more of an uncle now instead of acting like Fairy King. After all, I said you don't want to lose another sister child, right? Like, yes, I don't want to lose my right to be an uncle. I don't want to lose you too. That's why I need to want to see your magic now. I was like, okay, he said. I can show you. Then he does a stun bomb. Now Asta shows his wind as they would surround Asta, almost breaking the roof where they were. As Elaine said, Asta, hold a little. Then Elaine said, stop it, Asta, you're gonna break. As it was too late, the roof would not break. Asta like, as the breeze would not fall upon Asta. but not the others. They will think, what? As Asta would bring curse now to take the damage of everyone. That he didn't take the damage that should hurt anyone he cared about. But he was take all that damage. But he will never feel the pain of it. He'll be cursed with painless and the curse of taking all the damage of the one he considers allies or friends. So when he's done now, well, he's done with that. When the debris is done falling on Asta, they start plucking it away from Asta. As we see Asta there, holding up the debris still. As we now see Asta that he had scratch and giant bruises with giant wounds bleeding from it. But it wouldn't have anything. But it wouldn't have react to the pain at all. They think what? But how? They said, Asta, are you? Asta said, no, I'm fine, he said. Then we see the pain. Then Asta would tell Asta not to. Then Diana was freaked out about all the blood. Asta as he would start to scream, Asta what is it? Then you see the wounds. I'm what the? As in I pass out, oh man, as he got scared by all the wounds he had. As when he woke up, Will West woke up shortly after that. As Bond would have poured his blood on him. I was what are you doing that? He said, my blood has healing properties when I'm immortal. I was oh thanks, as he saw the wounds close in. As I felt much stronger now, he said, wow, I feel so much stronger than before. Bond said that's good, kid. Because we will start, Elaine said, because then Elaine interrupted when Bond said because I will start training you now to use your wind magic. It seems that you're very strong in it. I said thanks, Mom. And so after that, King said, wow, your magic is really, really strong, Asta. I said thanks, Uncle, but it's nothing compared to you. He said, well, maybe. Then I said, maybe it's because he's the Fairy King. I was yeah, maybe, but still. I'm the child of a fellow sin, and Uncle sees, well, the Fairy King, the Fairy Princess, I guess you can call it. Shouldn't I be at least a little bit stronger than I am right now? As then Elaine said, wait, what? You called me what? I was yeah, I've read in didn't you tell us that about a prince, a king's sister could be a prince? A princess? I mean, yeah, but I was yeah, that means that you're a princess, right? But I was wow. I was well, looks like I'm married to a princess. I was I don't know about this sudden. I really don't know about this sudden. Well, you know how I mean. I don't know about all this of sudden declaration that I'm a princess. Now King would be yeah, but you are that sis. Yeah, shut up, brother. You're making it worse. He'll be uh-oh. Just Elaine will get mad. He'll be okay, calm down, Elaine. I'm not mocking you at all. So now, they start to laugh a little bit. As now they're walking out of there. I was also still felt that someone's always watching over him, thinking maybe that's sis. He thinks. I just remember to look now as he'll ask Elaine, but really what that. Then he said, Elaine, can I get a haircut? It's are you? I was yeah. This long hair, it's getting in my way really, I think. I was yeah, okay. As to sit down trying to get a haircut now. Also felt that then also felt something still. I was wondering, we done getting the haircut? Elaine was done cutting his hair. The hair would start to grow back. I was like, what? I said, what? As it stopped at exactly the same length as before. I was like, wait, why is my hair growing back? As Elaine said, wait, what? As then, upon will see this too, like, what the? Then they look at each other, like, think maybe it's because of Ellie's, that Ellie has transferred into him or something. I was like, wait, I can't fix this because of Ellie? Is it because Ellie got into me or something? They feel like maybe. I also said, well, can we at least set it up in a sun that's weird, like hair on the back side, like a ponytail, I think it's called? They're like, yeah, sure, they said. I still does that now. Also get the ponytail. And now the weeks wouldn't by, months wouldn't by now. Also we're betraying now, as then it was time for the Seven Little Sins gathering, as they wouldn't have gathered in 10 years, when Asta and Ellie was like 2 years and 5 months, as they were 5 months since Asta woke in. Now, as then they will actually meet up in the Fair King's forest, as they would have visited them now, as the other Seven Little Sins would have been told about Ellie's death 5 years ago. But then would it be excited to meet Asta still, that as they heard that he got survived this. I think that maybe Mildred and Elizabeth think that he must be really strong and wonder what his magic was and all if he survived that demon attack, as Mildred still wanted to apologize that he and Sellers was with them too, cause he was related to Mildred of course and wanted to apologize to Austin, Bonner and Elaine, cause he didn't have still tracked down all those demons, high-ranked demons that betrayed him and slaughtered them all except for some that his thought like maybe Bonner and Elaine and maybe little Austin would be able to kill them now, to make them suffer for what he did. After all, it's them that caused the pain to them. I also heard that little Asta slayed one of them, and it was the strongest one of the bunch that attacked, and all of the traitors. So Mildred knew about this plan, but Mildred would have approved of it. As Bonner and Elaine would have heard about it, so think like, just bring them here, they said. As the one heard about it, then when they arrived there, Asta would see Zeldris, like, who's then is Zeldris? Dumbledore said, that's your, I guess you can call it extra uncle. He's my younger brother, said Meliodas. Asta said, wait, you have a brother? Like, yes, this is well, me and him are we both are the Demon Kings, but he's the one ruling that because I'm ruling Leonis right now. Like, wait, how many royals are on my, relatives or something? Also said, then we said, basically everyone, almost, has, everyone, almost. I was like, okay, he said. The man said, probably except for me. And they was like, but wait, you married a princess, does it mean that you are one of I'm not, Elaine said, look at him like, yes, it does mean that you're a prince. As Bonner looked at him back, is that some sort of payback for that you admitted that you're a princess now? She's like, yes. I was like, huh? Look at them like, oh. He laughed, giggled a little bit, like, they would look at him like, wonder, what is it, Asta? Asbak said, nothing, it just... Then we see a demon, there were some demons actually that were behind Sellers, in ropes. Asbak like, what are they doing here? Sellers said, well, it's not Bonner Elaine. We look at Asta said, they're here for... Well, these are the traitors. Some of the traitors here. Asbak, oh, so why did you bring them here, Sellers? He said, well, I thought that maybe you wanted to kill them yourself. These are the last one I spared. As I thought that you and Bonner Elaine might want to kill them. As then froze out, this is the leader. Asta will look at him. As Bonner Elaine said, well, Asta said, no. As Bonner just put a hand on his shoulder, said, Asta. I said, no, it's fine, I'll take care of him. Austin looks at the demon and spits on his face and I challenge you to a duel, a fight. If you'll, I obviously will win and I'll slay you no matter what. Austin demon looked at him like, what do I get if I win? He said, if you win, you'll probably still die. Even if you kill me, my parents will kill you then. But the oldest stuff, Austin, the pawn and Elaine will look at him like, Austin, are you sure? Austin looked at them and said, Dad, Mom, I gotta do this. They looked at him like, Asta, but Asta looked at him like, I said I gotta do this. They look at him like, Asta, are you? Asta looked at them and said, Mom, Dad, I told you, I gotta do this. Asta like, oh, Asta would Merlin would be that. I said, okay, well, a perfect cube, she said. As the demon also get encased there, Osberg looked at the Merlin bag, said, what is this? He said, so no one else gets hurt. Like, okay. They say. Then the fight would begin. The demon got released from the restraints and bonds it had, as it now immediately went for Asta, said, you'll die. Asta would get hit by it, and Asta said, no. He said, I won't. So now his wind will awaken, surround him now. Asta demon like, what? He said, oh, your magic, I heard about it. Before my some of the guests that were watching you before they got killed, they reported back to me about their weird meat. They said, why did you show me your full power? Asta said, what do you mean full power? As Asta wouldn't remember about his rage mode. I said like, oh, don't play silly games with me, I know what you're capable of. That weird eye mode they had. They're not supposed to be fitting for a 5-year-old that he was then. Also look at him like, I seriously don't know what you're talking about. No. A spawn on Elaine who said, Asta, don't be fooled by his Asta, and the demon went for Asta now. As to see Asta get hit in the like stabbed in the chest now. As Tim said, that was easy. As then Merle was about to break the cube, but Asta said, no. As then like, then Asta said, no, I'm fine, he said, as now the Tim will still have the hand in his heart. As Asta gets picked up the hand like, you'll pay for what you did to my sister. I'll kill you, as he draws out the hand and breaks it now. Tim like, what the? As the Barn and Elaine will see this too like, what is your son doing? As he saw Asta now. Asta looked at him like, said, why don't you have a little faith in your son? He'll say, look, Asta, are you? Asta looked at him and said, come on, as now he breaks the hand, as he would see the giant wound now. Asta looked like, huh? As he doesn't feel any pain. He'll like, how? As in fact, since he's got another curse, he just can't die. But he won't be born immortal, as he will still have those wounds. But it will, he had a whole giant hole there now. As the blood bleeding would stop. Tim like, what the hell? Austin goes towards him, as now his rage mode will activate. Tim like, oh, here it comes, he said. So this must be it, he said. Austin said, you'll pay. Since that one that killed Ellie is already dead. You'll be the one to pay in that demon's place. Tim like, oh. I don't think so, as demon now activated his second demon form. The sellers would be shocked a little bit, but it was like, well, he's a high-ranking demon after all. Of course he would have an ace up in his sleeve. but I never expected it to be like this. And then Oslo like look at him like what? Oslo gets rage mode even more as the giant tornado surrounds Asta now. To all see it as the what the perfect cube is breaking. He thinks as he pours in on more magic now, as she'll get control of the perfect cube for a little while. But now the giant tornado will now surround Asta in her hand as he holds up the hand now. And swings at a demon. As one of the demon's heart gets instantly destroyed. He's like, what the? He spats out blood. He said, how? How can you? You're just a mere child. How are you able to use this power? How can you master this much magic? Also look at him like said, you'll pay. Also saying his rage mode now. He doesn't have any control. He runs towards him now, still with the wind blade. He rushes towards him like it's nothing. He jumps up in the air, using the wind to boost his feet. The demon will start following him, jump up too. Austin looked down and he was like, you'll die now. As Austin jumps up higher in the air. As it hits almost at the top of the perfect cube, Merlin has to extend the length of it. As then Austin said, you're dead now. Tim like, what? What did you say to me? As then Austin looks at him and said, I told you you're dead. Tim looked at him like, oh, I'm not. As then I will spat out blood. Suddenly, they all be shocked like, what did Austin do, they thought? What did our son do to cause this much damage to? I still see the demon's heart, all 6 of them, on the ground. Also now destroying them with the wind. Also still causing rage now. The other demons would be shocked now, as then Bon and Elaine would see the demons now. Let's look at them. But Merlin would not break the perfect cube, as also rage mode wasn't done. He would turn out of the demon now. Then Bon and Elaine would stop kill them at first. Also would rage now. He's looking around for a new target. He'll see Sildris and Meliodas. He goes towards them as he could feel the demon energy. Bon and Elaine realize that he's out of control. So now the Merlin would try to get him a perfect cube, but when she does, since it's so small that it's just asked with his usage wind blade to manage to break it, Merlin would be shocked. Everyone would be shocked now how. Then Bon and Elaine would come up for Asta. As Elaine wants to hug him, said, Asta, calm down. Asta calmed down a little bit. As he started to cry, I said, what did I do? He said, you paid back your sister, but you went berserk afterwards. That power is too much for you to handle. Asta looked at me like, my power? He said, what power? He said, as the wind around Asta now been gone. The buck realized that Asta doesn't know about it. The buck think like, they wouldn't know if they should tell him or not. Then decides to like, we should tell him. They thinks. Asta tells him, well, you have a rage mode it seems. Where you go berserk in market skyrocketing. The giant tornado comes up. And you was able to break my perfect cube, Merlin said. I was like, wait, I was able to break Aunt's cube thing? So said, yes. Also like said, oh, wow, he said. Then break no. It's now the years went by now after that. Cells and others would have left now. Also be 14. He believing the dream there. There's now no new demons would attack. Cyrus made sure of that. That they found whatever demon conspired against them tried to sneak out. as there was also some teams that want to rebel, stay far away from the Fire King's force, as they heard about the Fairy Prince Asta's rage that he killed the previous leader of the rebels and the strongest one of the rebels too. And he has that weird rage mode too, where it took a lot of effort for them to even like to get others under control, except for his mother that just could just hug him and calm him down. But but back to the others, Oslo will live the dream in Fair King's forest. But then, suddenly, Oslo would walk up to Oslo one day. Oslo, what is it? He said. Oslo looked at him like, said, "Oh, woof, woof." Oslo, what? I don't understand you, Oslo. Oslo looked at him like, said, "Woof, woof, woof." Oslo, Oslo, what? And after that, Oslo was open up like, so now Oslo will fall asleep and Oslo's in front of us actually, as Oslo snore as his mouth opened, a portal will open there. Oslo like, what? He said, huh? Oslo will be curious about this portal now, because he never thought, he would have seen Oslo open portals, but he never was into one. He wondered how he looked. As Bon and Lynn saw him in a distance, just running towards the run, instead screamed, Asta, don't! Asta walks right through the portal now. As he said, disappears and the portal closes now. And see Oslo there, as Oslo wake up after Oslo walked in the portal, as he woken up with it. As they would say, Oslo, open a portal to where? Oslo looked at him like, huh? He said, oof, oof. As King Warros appeared there too. As he said, wait, Oslo, you did what now? He said, where did Oslo go? I can't sense it. Then look, Oslo said, woo. Then Elaine said, woof. Then said, Oslo said that, apparently that he woke up. He just wakes up whenever someone walks through his portal when he's asleep. So Oslo must have woke. They would say, we saw Oslo 2 walk through the portal. He said, no, that's Oslo, open a portal there right now. Stand up like, no, Oslo, where did you? Oslo wakes up in a strange land. So now while Oslo's in their land, he won't see anyone at first. Then he would see 2 people walking there, and he would be the father and sister Lily walking on a tree. People like, where am I? He said out loud, and they will look where the voice came. Oslo realized that he speak out loud is tired now. As the father and sister Lily would walk up now, check where the voice came, because they knew that they just really heard a voice, and it was not just imagination. They go to where Asta was, really found him. As to see Asta said, oh, so who are you, Asta? Then walk at Asta. Asta said, what? So then Asta looked at him like, what is this? Is there? As then was looked at Asta. Asta was scared. Said, who are you? I said, oh, they say, I'm Sister Lila, and this is Father Orsi. She said, Father said, yeah, hi there, what's Asta said, how do I know you won't hurt me? Like, what? It's not the unit. Other kids would ask, woke up now. I still wonder where Sister and father went. I still do see Austin, the unit, like, huh? Stan asked the Blake, don't see Austin, the hair Austin said, how do I know you won't hurt me? The kid said, well, they won't be Asta. Well, they won't hurt you. Asta like, huh? He looks at him like, another kids, he said. I said, fine, but where am I? He said, I'm not that where at home anymore. I just woke up here. Like, well, you're in the Clow Kingdom, Hush Village. Asta like, Clow Kingdom? Hush Village? Never heard of that shit that before. He would say, like, what? You never heard of the Clow Kingdom? Osbeck said, no. He said, I haven't. They would think like, that's weird. I think maybe they would wonder how it comes that it doesn't know about it. Then was asked, so what's your... Osbeck said, my name is Asta. They would ask for a name. Osbeck said, Asta, Elaine son. She would be named Elaine's son, because he's the son of Elaine, and I'm giving him the name of Elaine's son. It'll be spelled as Elaine and son, without any extra S. Because instead of Bonson, that is a normal tradition. It used to be a tradition here in Sweden before, like I don't know how many 100 years ago it was. It'll be like the mother's name instead, Asta get. So Asta Elaine's son, he said. Like, okay, they think maybe he's a noble from a distant other country to say. Asta, so what, are you or an orphan? They say, yes, we are an orphanage. Asta said, oh, okay, so but my parents are alive. Though I don't know where I am. I need to get back. As he thinks like thinks in his mind, Oslo? Oslo? But he couldn't hear a voice. He would take it for a while. Then ask Asta, are you? I was like, oh, never mind, I spaced out, he said. Because he realized that he couldn't tell him about a magic dog, really. Because things like that's even too ridiculous for anyone to like take seriously. Stan, after that, Asta would look at them like said, well, and Stan said, well, I guess I can stay with you. Stan, the others asked, yay, we get another girl, we get a finally girl in the old girl here. Asta said, girl? He said, I'm not that girl. They would ask, what about the hair? Asta said, well, you see, he said, it's a complete story, but I'm a man actually. They said, what? Asta said, yes. Then Elaine would ask, so, no, then, Sister would ask, do you want a haircut? Asta said, yeah, sure, as he would have forgotten about, like, that he couldn't, that his hair is grow back. He would forget for a moment now. As when Sister was done cutting his hair, Asta remembered said, oh, sorry for the trouble, she said, but that's then remembers that then his hair started to grow back. All people would see this, like, what? Asta would remember and said, oh, sorry for the trouble, I just forgot that my hair will just grow back whenever I get a cut, whenever I cut it. As it things like since that incident. His hair still would have grown a little bit. Just enough, just to get in his, not to his waist time, but more to his, like, a little bit longer than legs. So halfway off his stomach. I set it in a ponytail now, still. As I asked, can you set it in a ponytail? As his hair would have been, well, you know, well, the ponytail would have been destroyed because Austin didn't have that anymore. I stopped using the ponytail. I said, yeah, sure. As Austin gets in a ponytail now, he said, thanks. It's now, like, unbeknownst to them, Asta's hair will get a little bit shorter now, and they won't see the real stat at first, but it will. It will look a lot shorter now. As when Asta got his hair upset in a, well, ponytail, they would all see, like, that he looks so much, well, manly, like, more like a boy now. As then a year went by, Asta had grown quite close to them. As Juno wouldn't be so cold anymore as he was used to be, he'll more quite, well, he'll be quite to be not an extrovert I would say, but extreme extrovert, but he will be more an extrovert now. But Asta wouldn't really be that, he will be more an introvert here. As Juno actually handled the speech for Asta. When he realized that Asta didn't want to speak, or couldn't speak. Really. As they would know that, as they think, as, well, Juno didn't know who thought, like, only knew what Asta said. Asta didn't do any signs, Asta was fine with him speaking for him sometimes. But soon Asta would start speaking when he was asked some things and all that, as he would start speaking for himself later on. So now when they were 15, as Asta would have told him about his magic. Asta would have been asking multiple times about Asta's magic, but Asta said, I'll tell you later, he said, all the time, just fending them off about it. It's like, they think like, what? Why doesn't he want to tell him about the magic, but Asta knew about Yuna's wind magic. Asta thinks, wow, so we have the same type of magic, huh? Then we'll look at the... Now we'll get to the Grimoire selection actually. So when Yuna now a green light, a white and greenish light appears to Yuno, goes down to him. It will be a bright light. Also, when he touches the Grimoire, they will all see it's a 4-leaf clover. The nobles would be furious, as they would see Asta, as they would heard rumors that he was a noble from another country, that it couldn't get back home. They realized that they should respect him, because they knew the rumors were true. They must have been, as Asta would have some signs of they'll have a nobility stance. They realized this. In fact, as it would take some time before Asta got a grimoire, the nobles were like, what? How can a nobility not get a grimoire? They said. They thought. But then, a bright light, even brighter than Eunice, would appear. It was sent from the sky. As now Asta would see this, I'm like, what? What then thinks maybe it's my grimoire now. As he's not wrong, it will be his grimoire appearing. As he'll go down towards Asta now. But then when he touches it, he will see that there is two grimoires actually. As they will look at them, as they will look exactly the same. As when he touches them both, they will start to merge now. They will have the same color, though. So they also touch them and realize that there were two 4-leaf clovers. Then we'll wonder what? As then we see Asta's, like, then was the immense mana coming out of Asta now, as they would have been able to sense it because Asta had concealed it. But when he touched the grimoires, they release for a short brief of time to all start to crumble about Asta's immense mana. As this mana could be sensed everywhere across the globe, the Whiskey sensed it too. You think like, what? What is this weird, immensely strong mana? Even Whiskey and the king would be intimidated by this at this distant. As Paul and Elaine would sense this too. They just wouldn't know where it was, but they only knew that it was Asta's mana. They could sense that he's still alive. After a year, they think like at least he's safe. As they think wait, he must have gotten his grimoire by now. They thought. As it was indeed Asta's mana. Asta got this grimoire that released his mana now. So Asta was, well, us now. Was when us this, well, hold on. Okay, so now us would be us would touch the grammar of us would finish us would walk out of here. As the grammar would emerge and come down to us, that would still be a 4-leaf clover, but it would be a thick one, but a very light one, really. Well, it would look thick at first, but then when Asta grabbed it, it would get compressed. Asta see this, as then you saw all the pages there. I just think like there was really thin pages at first, but in opposite it was extend to normal pages thickness size. Also gets a lot of pages there. You get some spells, like oh okay he thinks. And then when Asta walks out, Yuno walk out shortly after, but Asta would water walking away. As Yuno could sense with the look at the grimoire, see the similarities, like the same red color. Think what is his magic, wind magic or something? He thinks. Maybe. But now he gets attacked by the nobles actually. As an Asta would not state as first, but the Yuno easily beats the nobles of course. So after that, as you know, the Shane was to attack and bind Juno to the ground, take his grimoire. You're like, no. Asta could sense Juno get in trouble. He'd like, so Juno's in trouble, huh? Austin uses his wind. Asta rushed towards them now. That's when he realized that he can't avoid using his magic now. He just rushed towards Juno, said, looks at Shane and said, "What did you do?" As you, like, no, noble, what warrior protect this commoner? Osp said, "What?" So nobles in this country doesn't protect. How big of jerks are the nobilities here? He said. Like, what? I said, how big of the jerks are the nobles here? Really? I was like, how dare you? He said. Dare you insult the nobles? I don't care if you are nobles from another country. I'll take that grimoire of yours. I was like, oh no, you won't, he said. Osta's grimoire would get taken now, still by the chains. Osbach said, oh. Steve said, what are you gonna do now? Os said. I said, try to chain that Osta down. Osta said, oh well. I guess I'll have to use my magic against you still. Osta now said, Emperor's Wrath. It's not like the chain with Osta's grimoire. When I opened in this, like, instead of, well, while the chain was holding, it was break free from the almost like refugee's grasp now. Refugee like, what the? How? He said. Also said, what? So what's wrong? I said, how? How could you do this? As the Osta said, Emperor's Wrath. Now he said, it is a spell of my new grimoire. I managed to learn it already. So now the giant wind tornado would appear and throw the chainmates to the walls, breaking them until chainmates gets like thrown through the wall. I said, oh, guess I overdid it, said, as he gets Yuno's grimoire back. As he gives it back to Yuno, said, you should be more careful, Yuno. I'm like, yeah, I know. And also said, oh, said, no, I didn't know you had also, I know I have wind magic, he said. Said, no, getting 2 4-leaf clovers for that, that's Osbeck. Yeah, I know. It's probably because 1 4-leaf clover can't handle all my raw strength. I'm like, yeah, probably. As they will smile at each other now. So now when we're down now the woods walking back to the village, I still look at us they would ask, so said, well, Oster showed this magic now, he said. They're like, what? Us said, yeah, he has. Oster kicks him in the back, said, don't. Like, they were like, so Oster like looked at them and said, I have wind magic, he said. Like, what? He said, yes. Oster would say, wait. As he also said, yes. Oster shows them his grimoire to see the thickness. As then said, well, he got 2 4-leaf clovers. Also looked at him like he said, fine, he said, yes, I got 2 4-leaf clovers, they merge. They couldn't handle my one couldn't handle my raw strength, probably, he said. The feeling, wait, that's amazing, Asta. If you only got 1 4-leaf clover, but you got 2, you must really be strong. As the kids say, wait, Asta, you must be double that strength as then. Osbeck said, yeah, maybe, he said. As Asta giggles, laughs a little bit. As now he walks out. As they would see like, the depression in Asta's face. And the sadness in it too. I feel like maybe he's thinking of fool. Also walking out, using his wind magic to learn the demon skull as he did it secretly to the last ladder. He's looking up in the sky and said, are you watching this? Mom, Dad? Are you safe back home? Are you there? Are you that? Sometimes I regret going through a portal there for Oslo, but sometimes I don't. I feel like I have some friends here, really. I do enjoy this life here, but I miss you too. So now, now the next day, Oslo woke up as he feels something coming. He walks out to the demon skull before anyone else woke up. As he now waits for it to come, as it senses that it's after him. It'll be the Merrick Knights. They will track down Asta still. Track down where this giant monarch was. As it was, he also figured the Merrick Knights, he said. They said, no, there should be more of them. It's just one person coming. Also gets ready to fight now. As what I didn't realize is that his Mara was always released after the grimoires. He'd be like, wait, realized that the Mara was released. He then shuts it off, said, though I should conceal it more carefully. If I'm using this, everyone will come after me. I said it was too late for him. The Whiskin would have already found him, and yes, it will be Whiskin searching him down. Whiskin said, found you, he said. Also looking at him now, ready to fight. In his fighting stance, Julius would see this, like, whoa, he's cautious, he must be really. Said, finally found your immense mana. Though, instantly asked like, so what do you want from me? Said, well, I just also said, what do you want from me? Yes, what is it you want because of my immense mana? He also said, well, I just wanted to see if you were hostile towards the country or not. I said, why would I be hostile against this country when I lived there for over 1 year? I don't have any clear hostility towards this country. You just like, oh, okay. He said, oh, I can't be sure. Also looked at him and said, okay, sir. Does this make you feel sure yet? Also throws a wind, turn it against him. Jules like, what the? Jules gets encased by it. Jules like, wait, he's definitely hostile. Then the turret will go for trees, breaks them. As when Jules gets down, he will be unharmed. Like, what the? I said, if I wanted to hurt you, would have gotten hurt. He said. As now he see the wounds on Asta, Black said, though I care about this country. Since that you're part of this country too, it seems very important for this country. So I guess I need to care about you too. As the wind will start, he will see the giant holes in him. He'll be like, what, Asta? Wait, your name is Asta, right? Asta, how did you? Said, I have my fortune teller so I can see people's names sometimes. Though he said, I heard the rumors, or you also said, oh, you heard the rumors, but they're my nobles from a different country. I said, yes, Oswald, yes, I'm from a different country. My full name is Asta, Elaine son. It's like, wait, what? I said, yes. That's my last name. As a nobility. Frank, oh, that's an odd Osset. That's the name of my family. Maybe you have a different method of naming your nobles here. As we seem right, well, I can see you're clearly not hostile, but are you sure with those Oswald? I'm fine. As Oswald, the bleeding will stop now, as you would see the giant holes on him. Like, what? He said, Oswald said, I'm just perfectly fine, he said. He'd be like, what the? Thinks about it, said, well, maybe you're. So then Austin would walk away now. I said, if that's all they are, you just went, yeah, it is. I said, well, I'll be going now. You just said, yeah, see you on the entrance exam. I was like, yeah, sure, I'll be coming there maybe. He was like, yeah, just make sure you hold. I was like, looked at him like, said, fine, I'll hold back. He was like, what? I was like, I was like, what a strange guy. He's just really strong though. But what's about this that he got just holes in body? He's perfectly fine. Doesn't bother him at all. As he now gets back to the church, and they would see us there. They see the wounds on him. They're like, what is this? I was like, yes, I'm training, said. They were like, what? You have holes through your entire arm. Everyone sees, like, they had skin around in the holes too. Like, what? What the? I was like, yeah. I have been able to, something happened 4 years ago, so I was able to do this. They went, okay. I see, look at him like curious and I said, okay, that's odd, he said. I was like, yeah. I was down was the one of the kids that just hug us now. Are you sure? I was like, yeah, I am. I said, Papa picks up the kid and hugs him. I was the kid when I was feel around Osta's chest. And I'm like, wait, what? I was not Osta, but oh, I said, oh. He takes off his shirt to see the giant hole for his chest now, where its heart was. They were like, slowly and far, like, what? Everyone was shocked. I was like, what? I was like, yeah, I know, this happened 4 years ago when this power awoken. Apparently I can't feel pain from any wound I take. And all the wounds ends up like this if they get right through me. They feel like, okay. Aston Dude asks, wait, you should be dead if you don't have a. I was like, yeah, I know, he said. But something else like, I still have a heart, I think. Or something that pumps my blood out. Though I can't feel where it is. But something's doing it. I was like, okay, if you, at least if, as long as you're fine. I said, no. As they said, no, you probably will hide those wounds, right? I was like, yeah. As now, the shirt that he had, well, sister would fix it, at least they could, but she couldn't really fix the shirt completely. So Asta got a new shirt from her. Well, she sewed something new off his old shirt. She would fix it now. So I said Asa's wound would be up near her shoulder, so she would hide it with a longer t-shirt and a tighter end of the t-shirt's armhole, so it wouldn't really show. I still really think that he's really curious and interesting person, really. And then when they were done with that, Asta would start the 6-month training for the entrance exam. As every day he would train, he thinks that if I could become in the many nights, maybe I can find a way to go home. Finally, or at least contact mom and dad. For once. I was thinking about it, said though, what should I do about when I get back home? But there's never really much for me to do there. I never really had something to do. I was living there like normally. Though here is so much to do, really. This just seems such an interesting place. Also, in the 6-month training would be over. Asta would be trained by the swords guy still. But Asta wouldn't really be fond of swords. So I don't like swords really. Swords come back, yeah, it seems like that, but though, at least he knows some sword styles now. I said thanks, still for trainings. As the sword diamond mage would have said, well, I guess I owe you for saving me from those boars. I was like, yeah, no problem. Is then that Asta would meet up with you now? As Asta said, you can sense that you've grown stronger, you know. You're like, I still can't read your mana really. Asta like, yeah, you know why? Yeah, I'm like, yeah. But I hope you got stronger to us, like, of course I did. As you know, could see a little bit of muscles on his legs and arms, and a little bit sticking out of his shirt. Like, As he went, there, no, his holes on his on his arms and chest would still not be visible, even though Asta's muscle would be grown a bit stronger now. Also been grown to be the same height as Elaine. I don't remember her height right now, but he'll be grown as tall as Elaine now. As they're now flying. No, yeah, they're actually flying. Use the wind medic. Asta used this to fly, but you know how to like use it. So could use it sometimes to fly. Also with complete control of his medic, and since he had such a large amount of money, he could use it constantly, basically, without even bothering anything. As Asta had made, so he would release some mana, so it would be at the same level as some of the captains, really. Well, actually, he'd been since the Yule's mana, we would put it behind some. Yes, for that maybe that's a captain level, but it will be double the strength for captain level and the same actually as the Witch King's level of mana. Without also knowing that, us now to go to the capital now. As all everyone would see Juno and Asta. Well, they would see Juno, but Asta and Juno walked away not a bit too far away from each other. Because they did it like that. Because they didn't like public really that much, so he preferred to walk alone with the toward the social Juno. As everyone see Austin Juno, to see the tall Juno. Well, that tall Juno, he's only 5'7", like the same height as me almost. No, I'm like 5'5". But you get what I mean. Then we see Asta. The short. I don't know how. I really don't know. I need to check out how tall Elaine is, but I'm currently offline, so I can't. Don't see Asta there, a short one. But they would somewhat see the strength and the stance of him to think that he must be the noble I was talking about. As they would see all the giant ponytail head, from pitiful that is that noble. As they heard rumors about Asta's that the new noble had like the noble from another nation had long hair and ponytail with yellow hair. As the girls would see him like, to think he's curious looking guy. They would be interested in him, wanted to ask him questions. As they walked up to Asta, Asta tried to ask, Asta said, Asta just ignored him and walk away. They're like, what? Asta heard one of the girls say that, yeah, he's very antisocial to say. He's rarely speaking to anyone. According to rumors, he only speaks when it is really necessary for him. Like, oh. As now we came to the registered grimoires. As Asta's turn, he said, they said name. I said Asta, Elaine's son. But he would noble look it up. As it was a noble actually. The registered grimoire said, wait. You said Asta? Yes, he said. He looks up, sees the short they heard, but yeah, that's stuff that he said. Oh, you can walk in. The other nobles feeling like, wait, Elaine's son, he said. Are you sure they heard that? As nobles would ask each other. They said, it must be him. As the guards said, Grandma Black, as Grandma Black, four. As the hushed him down, said, shh. Like, as the odd nobles were already know that they had fourth clover. But Austin didn't want to cause a commotion for everyone else there. Hayasu walks in there, stands in a corner, really where he wouldn't be too noticed, even though he's such a no one runs him anyway. Where stands in the shower to be extra cautious. As now Yami bumps into him. As Yam said, do you want to die, kid? Asta blust grab as he grabs Asta's head. Asta would grab the hand and puts it, drag him off him easily. Yam Black was shocked and said, what the? And then Finland said, just stop messing with the examinees. As Yam wanted to see Asta's ponytail, he would have heard the rumors about the noble now from a different country that had like immense strength that was full of clover too. But he didn't. But they had a ponytail, but he wouldn't see Asta's ponytail yet. Now it's the exam would start. So now the broom get handed down to Asta. Asta will grab it now and just fly easily higher than everyone else. As when when Asta was floating up still, he would jump off the broom. Asta was what? Why is he jumping off? They think. Then Asta just creates like a wind arc or something and starts to float with that magic. They would see giant like the wind around him and the tornado surrounding him. Like wow, they said. As you think, I can't do that really as much as he do. As they would see Asta moving around fast now. As they saw really how fast it was. As they think that he's still holding back a lot, they said. As they couldn't sense Asta's like Captain's level whisking level mana yet. Asta was still holding that back. So when Asta was done, now he will land. As everyone would see the ponytail now. Asta would try to hit it still, but no one would see it. Like, he's definitely Asta Elaine's son. You must be that noble, they thought. I'm like, wait, that's the Gilbert. I'm like, oh crap, what if he decides to do something to me? But then it was like, oh, he said, Whiskey told us about that he encountered him before, that he's clearly not hostile towards the country. I think maybe I'm safe. Then he came for the creation part. Also creates a giant tornado up in the sky so no one would get hurt. As the captains wondered what's your warrior's creation. Also said look up. They would see the giant tornado up in the sky. Also holds up his finger now as the giant tornado gets slowing down and goes down slowly and shrinks down to size and goes towards Osa's finger into it, gets absorbed. Also said, there you have my creation. The black said, whoa. Then he came for the seed growing test. Also is it easily, it grows a giant windflower. Now it came for the target practice one. Also throws some wind knives and wind daggers at the targets, hitting them in the bullseye. Then it came for the combat portion now. As he gets challenged by an earth noble. As like, no black. I don't care if you're a noble from another country. You're still a wind medic, which is far less worth than my superior earth magic. As I looked at him like, Then said, battle begin. As then he carries a giant earth golem, earth armor around him, and earth balls. And rocks now starts to throw against Asta. Asta then cut on with his bare hand using his wind of magic. The character see this and the noble too like, what the? The noble said, never mind, it creates a giant stone golem. Rushed towards Asta now. Asta said, oh, this one too, he said. Then he said, Emperor's Wrath. He whispers, now a giant tornado would appear now and throw them up in the air, even though he had a giant earth armor on him. As Asta breaks, not the golem breaks too. As it, no, the Asta spells Emperor's Wrath as nobles, but they hit the ground too hard. Austin catching with the wind and lands him like calmly. The medics would just rush towards and start healing him. The winner said, "The winner is Asta. Winner is number 47, Asta, Elaine's son." Everyone will be shocked now. Wait, Elaine? As they would see the ponytail still had a suspicion, but no, the back. Wait, he's. Asta reached the back. Oh crap. As when he's done with the battle, he would rush towards his shadow now. While he would walk casually through the crowd as the whispering of when he walked there, then would walk in the shadows. So no one could know where he went. And now we came to the selections part. As Juno joins the Golden Dawn, Asta will be like, of course he would, if he gets all hands. Then it times for Asta's turn. As he walks up, the note said number 47, Asta, Elaine's son. They will all fix their eyes on Asta as he walked out of the shadows. As they got any hands, they will say, as now everyone raise their hands now. Oh, no one will be shocked about Asta's power, but also think, what Scottish Jesus? As he knows that obviously which Scottish Jesus will easily become the strongest one. He says, I'm the strongest one in his entire country, he thinks. Then he says, look at them, like, As he looks at all of them separately, he has a feeling towards all of them. Then he decides I want to join the Black Bulls. Now he just points at Yam, like, you, he said, I will join your squad. Yam, like, then us look at like, like, oh, he wants me to talk for him now. Said, well, Yam, like, us said, well, he's not much of a very talkative person. He said, Yam, like, okay, he said. It's like, well, anyway, I got a strong person. Captains wondered why his reason was, but then Austin and Juno would see this. Austin nods towards Juno, like, just. He said, though it seems Austin makes some hand signs to him. Like, like, oh, it's like that. He said, though, he said, it seems that it's a private reason of why. They were like, okay. They decided not to ask him. As then Austin and Juno meet up later, Austin said thanks for talking. Like, no problem, Asta. I'm just glad I can help someone as strong as you. I was like, yeah. So then they walk to the meet up with Yami. I'm like, oh, there you are. Asta looked at me like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I heard you were the talkative person. And that is where I believe this what if off. I hope you guys enjoyed this new what if and the new concept of this, as it has a darker meaning, darker start in it. And that might have to do with Osa's personality too, but yeah, that's all for me now. If you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind. There's a YouTube glitch going around that randomly unsubscribes you from some channels to make sure that you're subscribed. If you're not, just subscribe again. And don't forget to click that bell to be notified whenever I upload a new what if video. It'll help you out a lot if you do, and it'll help you out a lot too because you don't want to miss out on any content. And don't forget to smash that like button and comment down below what you think of this. And that's all from me now. See you in the next one.